So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. Apologies for the lateness. Lateness is greatness. Unfortunately, our club is not great. It's an ex-great club. And another failed season. But we're not allowed to say that because that's very toxic and it's a borderline illness, according to certain people, that we're going to get through in a second. But anyway, big up to everyone locked in. Smash the likes up. All the links for the lads are pinned already. Big up Static. Bless up to everyone who is locked in. I'll be live for Liverpool later. They kick off in an hour and a half. But yeah, Jezza, looks nice and sunny where you are, mate.
It's lovely at the moment.
Your green screen's looking good, mate.
Oh, lovely.
Look how crisp it looks now, mate.
Yeah, unfortunately, the gaming chair still shows on it. So I've had to push that out there and just sit on it. I'm going to have to get a more comfy chair, though. This is a bit... It's one of the chairs from the dining room. It's a bit hard on the old back. I've got a cushion there, but it's not that comfy. But yeah, no, I've been doing what you told me. I've been messing about with the brightness and fading it and all that, blah, 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 blah. I didn't realise how big they were, though. This thing's bloody massive. When it came in this box, I thought, that box is longer than me. Like, what's going on here? Have they got their measurements wrong? And it's a nice bit of kit, but geez, I don't know where I'm going to keep it. I'll just leave it where it is and just fold it down and trip over it a few times, and yeah, there it is.
Well, it looks good, mate. It looks good. So, and look, you're smiling now, mate. You were peed off yesterday. Now your green screen's turned up.
What phase is Jez in?
Yeah, what phase is Jez's green screen in? DJ, how are you, mate? How are you?
Yeah, good. All good, man. And a really busy Monday today, so obviously rush back this afternoon. But all good. Sun's been shining, and we're getting to the end of the season now, well and truly to the end, which I'm relieved. I've got to be honest, really relieved to see the back end of this season. So looking forward to the last game of the season, and then we'll see how the summer unfolds, my friend.
We will. And Kenny, be careful, mate, because Norm said he was going to rock up at yours. Yeah, he had the same background as you. He goes, "Don't tell Kenny." Yeah, don't tell Kenny.
He's sitting
he's going to play the piano in a minute. Get up and sing
behind you, Kenny.
No, you know, school, mate. I'm a bit of a trendsetter, as you know. You know what I mean? I've brought back afro hair. Back, so everyone's got a skiffle, and I'm growing my hair, so I brought that back. But yeah, I'm with DJB as well. Yeah, see, I think I was talking to a couple of good friends of mine, and one of the things about the football season is that it is exhausting. They could do a bit of a break because you go to games as well, and you're preparing to go, and then you think about the games. I can't wait for the season to end, but. One of the reasons why I can't wait for season's end because we haven't won anything again, and you want it to end when you don't win things.
100%, mate. Well, we've got one game to go, and then we get to watch other teams in finals. Great, good here, isn't it? Matty, how's your Monday, mate?
Good, man. Got some errands taken care of. Caught up on everything and read the news for the day, and I'm kind of like JB, just kind of. Finally starting to kind of get to that point where I'm finally glad this season is over with. I'm looking forward to some rest. It's been a long season, especially for all of us who've been on the shows and stuff. It's been extremely dragging this season. And I'm just glad to see the back of it, man. And I too, I'm just ready for this transfer market to see the chaos that's going to ensue. So hopefully Batman Berta can get the job done. And we'll see.
Hopefully. Big up to Riku. Trivia question. What club used kit numbers for the first time? It was Arsenal and Chelsea. I think it was Arsenal and Chelsea, wasn't it?
Herbert Chapman, man.
Yeah, Herbert Chapman.
I'm pretty sure it's, Arsenal and Chelsea. They were the first two.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a clip I want to play on YouTube in a minute from somebody who's been telling the world for 2 years that Arsenal was scary. So we're going to play that in a second. But I got sent an email of somebody who was at the game yesterday. This is class, by the way. This is class. Big up to this guy. I'm not going to say his name because we don't want anybody to fucking harass him. Yeah, but somebody sent me this. He was at the game. Here we go, guys. Look how empty the seats are. This was when they were about to get Super Duper Mick to come and talk, yeah?
No, fuck off. I'm off. No, thank you. Fuck him.
But apparently it's like all the match day fans are on side, and it's just the internet fans that are toxic and negative, apparently. Well, fair play to him and his mate who fucked off yesterday. Well done. Big up to the other 15, 20,000 who walked out as well. Big up to them.
Yeah,
and there's loads, man. There's loads. But apparently it's only the ones on the internet that are vile, toxic, and negative towards the manager, guys. Well, it's amazing how many empty seats were just in that little block where he is, him and his mate. And yeah, all the others standing there with their glum faces thinking what could have been again. But never mind, it's what it is. Now, we've got Martin Keown sitting on Match of the Day last night saying we've got our Arsenal back. Good one, Martin.
Me and Kenny at the same time were like, what?
I'm not even joking. Martin Keown sat on Match of the Day last night. I don't watch it. Somebody told me. And said, did you see Martin Keown? He said, we got our Arsenal back. I said, what? Because, yeah. And then he said straight after as well, last time we did three second place finishes, we did a double. Cool. No pressure then, Mikel. This is what we're dealing with, unfortunately. This is what we're dealing with. And what was that three-peat of second place sandwiched in between? Oh, it was two doubles because Wenger done one in his first full season. Proof it didn't take time. Yeah, proof it didn't take time. But anyway, I want to play this clip from Mr. Flowers. Mr. Flowers, he does love sucking Arsenal off, doesn't he? Bless him. Anyway, let's play this because his comparison on here conveniently doesn't put in Liverpool's figures. But anyway, let's go.
To 800 million. According to transfermarket.co.uk, since Arteta's appointment, it's 611 million when you convert from euros to pounds. To put that into context, the team that competed with the most for the league title have spent 205 million pounds more than them. Now, that isn't me defending Arteta. He does need to win trophies. His job should be on the line. If Arsenal can find a better, more competent manager who they believe will take them to another level, they should consider it. I don't deny this. One, though, 100 to 200 million pounds is consistently being added to his transfer spend. Context is removed because they don't compare the amount Man United, the amount Chelsea, the amount City have spent in comparison. I even think Spurs in that time have spent more money than them as well.
Notice again, lads, he didn't say Liverpool. Since Super Duper Mick's been the manager of Arsenal, how many trophies has Liverpool won? They've won the Champions League, the League, the FA Cup, and the League Cup. So there's four that I can think of. In fact, they might have won three domestic cups. And this is why I get the Yeah, wait till he gets to the next bit when he's talking about Inter Milan. Wait till he gets to this. This is crazy work, guys.
Well, yet they're in these races. But the weirdest part, the strangest part of this Mikel Arteta obsession from his detractors that want him out the club, rivals, and the media, and they're all in on this together now.
Apparently, the media, we're all in it together now with the people like Merson calling this crap out, Petit calling this crap out, Thierry Henry, anyone who's calling Mikel Arteta out. Apparently, it's all our fault because we're all colluding together with them.
Yeah.
This is what we're dealing with. Yeah, because it ain't going your way. Yeah, and it ain't gone Mikel Arteta's way. And now people are starting to call this shit out. It's all our fault for calling it out. So now they've gone, that'll get traction. We'll say that on Sky Sports. Fuck off. Get out of here, man. This is BS, mate. I'm sick to death of these people.
It's very strange, especially with the media doing it, because they're picking up, what the media are doing is they're picking up on fan banter and fan content, which sometimes is illogical because we're trying to always undermine each other and take each other's achievements away. Why does Arteta want to spend more? Why are Arsenal spending even more money? Because they have to win, lose, or draw. They have to spend money. They have to go and get a striker. But Arsenal keep getting told, you don't have a good enough squad, you've got to spend more. When they're going to spend more, they're told, well, why? Why? You've already spent loads of money. Because they have to. Imagine FSG didn't spend any money when they arrived in 2010 because Liverpool had spent hundreds of millions for 2 decades and won no league titles. Imagine that we can't spend. Imagine Man United now go, do you know what, guys? We've spent £1 billion in 12 years. We haven't won the league. We're going to stop spending now. It doesn't make sense.
What have you won in that 12 years? Oh, thank you. Carry on.
Club need to keep improving their squad, irrespective of who the manager is. Equally, Arsenal haven't spent absorbent amounts of money more than other top 6 teams. So I don't understand why and there's only two teams that get this, Man United and Arsenal. Why our teams, my club United and Arsenal, why are we the only teams that are chastised for wanting to spend money? Everybody else is applauded, thinking like a big club, serious. Our two clubs want to do it. Make do with what you got. Why wasn't that said about Pep in January? And don't tell me it's because he's won stuff and he's got credit in the bank. Our clubs have won things too. It is a really weird logic. And the last part I'm going to say on this, again, this weird obsession, this illness almost, with trying...
It's an illness, guys. Just dissect what he said. This weird obsession, it is almost like an illness. To call out this fucking manager and this football club for failing for 5 years straight, it's an illness, guys. It's almost like an illness.
You know what he's not mentioning? He's not mentioning the fact that the money that we spent on the players that we spent the money on. He bypasses all of that.
Do you know what he also bypasses? Considered our best players at this football club, the ones that are considered our best players are William Saliba and Bukayo Saka, who are already here. So that's 600, 700, whatever you want to call it. Let's say 600 with his figures. Obviously didn't put Liverpool's in there because it would go the other way for him. But anyway, Bukayo Saka, well, everyone would say that he's worth 100 million quid now to replace. Yeah, if we're going to replace Bukayo Saka, we've got to do in excess of 100 million quid. So that you could add another 100 million on for that. William Saliba, everyone's telling me, Gail said it last night, 100 million, 120 million, or let him go for free in 2 years. So that's another 100 million. So that brings it up to 800. Yeah, that brings it up to 800. Martinelli, how much can we get for him? Because if we want to replace Martinelli now, we're looking at 60 mil. So that's another 60. He's already done 180 on fucking Kieran Tierney replacements. Yeah, and Kieran Tierney's leaving. Now he's going to have to get another left back.
Crazy.
The best players we've got are the ones that were here before he got here.
Yeah. On top of that, Lee, he might have to get a right back because we don't know how serious Timber's new surgery is going to be, do we?
Nope. Not only that.
How long's he going to be out for?
Ethan and Skelly, how much to replace them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand the logic of what we say. They just go, oh, it's borderline illness. It's an illness. Yeah. Now the mainstream media are watching this channel, Northside, Curtis, you guys channels, so on and so forth. Yeah, Troops and all that. Dan Potts. And they're going, fucking hell, there's loads of them appearing now. We'll say the same. Fuck off. Get out of here, man. And then it's an illness. It's a hatred, and that's an illness. Okay, mate, carry on.
And when it comes to Mikel Arteta, who are the available managers to replace him? And I was
right. Who are the available managers to replace him? Listen to this BS, mate.
Someone recently that said Inzaghi should be someone that Arsenal are looking at. But what's really interesting is just listening and reading to what Inter Milan fans are saying about.
What Inter Milan fans? He's picked 2 Inter Milan fans off of Twitter. Wow. Okay, carry on, Terry.
About him. They're talking about how a man who has only won league titles in 4 attempts with what they believe to be the strongest team in Italy. And I was thinking about this the other day. Ancelotti isn't going to happen. He's gone Brazil. Arsenal can't get him. Facts. Simeone isn't leaving Atletico. Zidane doesn't want to come to England. Inzaghi's a name on that bit of content we made. And I'm not talking outside this community now, where a lot of people say, get Inzaghi. Now, I'm just throwing this out there food for thought. I rate him, but I'm being objective here. If Inter Milan fans are talking about sacking him because with the best squad in his league, he's only won 1 out of 4 league titles, what makes people believe, it's an objective question, so I'm questioning myself here as well.
Okay, well, we'll give
what
you the
makes
answer
people believe that he would take over a squad that most rate as at least only the 3rd best squad? Some may say the 2nd best, but some say the 3rd best squad in England. What makes you think he can get over the line when Inter Milan fans want him sacked for having the best squad in Italy and only winning 1 of 4 league titles?
Okay, cool. Well, he's won 5 trophies in total, mate. He's been to 2 Champions League finals, one of which is at the end of this month. He also lost another cup final earlier this season. How many finals did he take Lazio to? Interesting. Now, who's available? So let's say Inzaghi is out the question. Let's say fuck Inzaghi, he's only won 1 out of 4. Cool. Massimiliano Allegri is sat at home doing fuck all, and he's Juve's most successful manager ever. Won 5 titles on the spin. 5 titles, 11 trophies in total. So why don't we go and get him? Because that's realistic. He's doing nothing, and he's a successful manager who can actually get over the line. So I'm being objective now. Why don't we go and get Allegri? What about that, guys?
Yeah, well, it's an option, isn't it? Zidane?
No, Zidane don't want to come to England. He said it.
Apparently so. But I think if you offered him £15 million a year, he may just consider it.
I would say that.
Yeah. Considering he's,
Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? Maurizio Sarri sat at home. He walloped us in the fucking Europa League final once.
You know what it is, Lise? Yeah, this guy's talking, like I said, in hyperboles, and he's not actually talking accurately. He's basically going down that road. How do you know these guys are being successful? But let's stick to the facts. And that's what I said to a couple of people. I won't mention their names, but I mentioned them on camera. I've got a lot of respect for the person. I said to them, well, you may talk about probability. I talk about facts. In 6 seasons, our manager's only won 1 trophy, and he's had loads of money to spend, he's had the players he wanted. He's had a very, very good team, and he can't get us over the line. We're a big club that has to win a trophy every season. And if you don't win a trophy every season, then we have to look elsewhere. These are just footballing facts. So I didn't make this up. It's just facts. It's no agenda. I only deal with facts. The fact is as well, these guys are very, very lucky that they support Arsenal, because they're going to get their own way, because unfortunately, these guys that we want won't come to us. One, because of the board, and because the board are going to want a massive, massive commitment. They're going to want a 3 to 4 year, 5-year contract. These guys, the score, they're only going to be here for 2 or 3 years, and the board won't have that. So that's why we get stuck with managers like Arteta, manage and Wenger's of the world who, although Wenger was fantastic for us, when Wenger stopped being successful, they were here by default. Arteta's here by default because modern managers do not want to commit to a club, no matter how big they are. They 2 years, they want another challenge. You know this. And we are French connections.
Facts. This comment here is from an AC Milan fan. Inter fans think that anyone could take Mkhitaryan, Fratesi, Bisek, De Vries, Serbi, Darmian, and Arnautovic to a Champions League final. Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about. This coming from a Milan fan. Facts. Yeah, he also, Inzaghi, got Lazio to 4 finals. 4. And that was his first job in management. 4 finals. How long was he there? 3 years? 2 years? Sound like that, wasn't it? Then he went to Inter. Why don't we go and get him? Oh, by the way, the Ajax manager's fucked off today.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, he left. He quit. He found shame and quit. 9-point bottle job and quit. Yeah. Funny that, isn't it? Almost like he's got a bit of shame. Allegri got to 2 Champions League finals on a fraction of the money Arteta spent. Thank you. Yeah, he won 5 league titles on the spin and got to 2 Champions League finals, 15 and 17. 2015, 17. Xavi's available. Sorry, mate.
You know what the elephant in the room is? And it's funny because when I was working out this morning, I was listening to everybody's fan cams, and Kenny said something that hit, and when he hit, I said, man, that is right on the money. This manager's passed his sell-by date. What can he tell the players after 6 years that he hadn't already told them? His philosophy now is his philosophy. Nothing's changing.
Yep.
Nothing's changing with this manager. Let me ask you this. See, if Terry was here, I'll ask him, well, what happens if Amarin doesn't win this match on Wednesday or Thursday, whenever they play? What happens there? Because I distinctly remember when Eric Ten Hag was coaching earlier this year, it was Ten Hag's got to go.
Yeah.
And he won him a trophy last year and the year before that. And so now all of a sudden, well, who would Arsenal go out and get? Well, we do the same process that y'all went through. Y'all said wasn't nobody available last year. Well, y'all made somebody available this year. They made somebody available over there.
Totally.
See, they want Arsenal to sit here. They want us to sit here and look like Pat the dumbass. And this is year 6. I told you last night, Lee, when we got off the phone, I said, I'm going to start hammering that home. We're going into year 6 of the same thing that we've gone through. Insanity is repeating the same thing over, looking for a different result. This man's not changing. There's nothing changing. You can get Jokeris, you can sign Messi, you can sign Lamine Yamal, you can sign Pele, you can sign whoever you want to sign to come to this team next year. This philosophy is embedded in this team. It is not changing. He's not changing. This morning, it was saying, I heard something this morning. We're supposed to be looking at Mbeumo. Well, Mbeumo plays right wing. So now what, you're going to convert him and go send him over to the left? That's more of the same thing that we've seen under this manager. It's time to move this on, y'all. People can keep singing songs and calling him out the events, and all these so-called journalists can keep hopping out here and trying to give you all this spin and have everybody looking every which way. But the facts are the facts. This man spent the money that he put up on the screen, and there was no result. Only at Arsenal is that tolerated. Nowhere else in world sport. See, I'm just gonna take it off of football. I'm going world sport. Does a team allow a person to spend that kind of money or a substantial amount of money and have nothing tangible? That's the word. They like to throw out keywords. This is our keyword going into next year, gentlemen. Tangible. Where are the tangible results from the money and work that has been put into this team over 6 years? Where are the tangibles? There are no tangibles. All we're getting is hypotheticals. Well, what if we're going to do this? Second place. Well, people would love to be in our shoes if this happens. Well, all this jargon that they put out the last 48 hours. This is jargon.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. I'm at the point now. I'm like, Jess, I'm bored. I'm tired of it.
Same.
Give me something different. Because we've heard this all before.
No, facts, man. I've been saying it. I've been saying it all along. You can bring in whatever player you like. The problem is the same format and the same systems are going to be in place. No matter what you bring in, it's only all the same tactics and all the same systems are going to be in place. It needs a new shake-up, new dimension, new road to go down. And this is what worries me. More money's going to be spent. Players are going to come in, which is great. I'd rather them come to Arsenal than anywhere else. That's a plus. But the bottom line is, this manager is only going to play the same way. And he's only going to be stubborn, and he's only going to do what he does to certain players, and he's still going to have his favourites, and there's players that are going to come in no matter what. Look how excited he was over Havertz. Did you see him on the touchline? He was like a little kid at Christmas. He was like a little kid at Christmas opening up his new bike. Couldn't wait for him to get his tracksuit off and get on that pitch. Couldn't wait for it. And the thing is, this is the problem. He's going to find a way to play him no matter what. And he's going to we're seeing signs of his man management skills with Wanyeri. I can't believe what that young guy done when he needed him, and he stepped up. That young man stepped up, still learning his trade. Yeah, he's not the finished article, but he couldn't even give him 5 minutes his last home game of the season. Couldn't even give him 5 minutes. No disrespects to Tierney, brings on Kieran Tierney, who's leaving anyway. He could have done 101 different things to get that kid on. Didn't bother. And this is what I'm saying. And he'll end up out on loan. Keep saying it. And Gorkarez has gone quiet all of a sudden. Apparently, there's other clubs in for him. This is what I'm keep saying. I don't believe anything until I see them running out in a red and white shirt and they cross that white line. I don't look into anything, what anyone says, until it's actually in front of me and I can actually see it with my own eyes. I just don't trust the club. I don't trust the manager. The only person that I'm glad's in place is Berta. And I think the Cronkies may be on to Arteta now. I think with Berta and Cronky, I think there's a good relationship there. And I think they're going to be watching it very, very, very closely. But this guy here, he should talk about his own club a little bit more.
Well, they're in the final on Wednesday, which is funny.
Yeah.
And do you know what's even funnier? Because coming back to what Matty said a minute ago about when this guy wanted Ten Hag out, right? I used to go on that channel, as people in this chat would know, and some of you on the panel would know. I used to go on that channel, right? And for 2 years, I was on there. Oh, Arteta! Oh, you got to be happy with Arteta, right? Nah. Soon as Ten Hag looks like he's on the verge of being sacked, this guy sits on his own channel. I weren't on there at that point. I'd left and said, I'm doing my own thing, right? He then says, well, now that we've got the hierarchy sorted at Man United, I'm happy to sack 3 managers a season if that's what it takes. Really? Well, we've had the hierarchy sorted at Arsenal since 2018, mate, because that's when they fully owned the club and sorted it out. So what we're doing here? Yeah, but it's all right for them to want their manager sacked like that.
Oh,
when it comes to Arsenal, it's an agenda and it's borderline illness. You're just doing it for clicks. fuck off.
Yeah.
Worry about your own club and leave ours alone.
Exactly.
I'm just going to play this clip one more time very quickly for anyone who's just joined. Yeah, because according to people like him, yeah, it's only people online that have a hate campaign against this manager. Cool, watch this.
No, fuck off. I'm off. No, thank you. Fuck him.
Lee, did you catch something? You missed it. Yep. You
I
missed
see how
it.
many empty seats there were.
You know I catch everything.
Okay, go
Replay
on.
that clip right quick.
Go on.
No, fuck off. I'm off. No, thank you. Fuck him.
Was that Roy Keane? Going a bit.
Half of the players, when they call his name, they didn't even clap. You saw.
Nope,
You saw.
I noticed that.
Wow. Let me play it one more.
Chairs, yeah. They stood.
Let me play it one more.
No, fuck off. I'm off. No, thank you. Fuck him.
Yo, Matty with a laser eye. Laser focus from Matty.
Even
Yo,
the
that's
captain wasn't clapping.
No,
Who'd have gone?
Tierney-
Just, he was
Tierney.
like that, going.
Yeah, Jorginho, Tierney, none of them. Wow. Well spotted, Matty. Yeah, because we've been saying this for months, yeah. Half of these players don't want to be playing for this guy. But because they're getting paid a massive salary in comparison to what they got before they joined this club, they're just going to shut their mouth.
Yep.
Yeah. I put a tweet out last night after I finished the show, breaking down how much pretty much all the players were. Yeah. There's people in the comments that can't believe that Kivior was only on $2,000 a week before. I read through the comments this afternoon when I was sat around the pool. Yeah, and I was like, people actually genuinely think I made that up. Just go and fucking check it, mate. It's on the internet.
One guy said, when were you qualified to be an accountant?
Yeah, I see that. Loads of comments were saying, yeah, but this is the same at every Big Six club. No, it's not. Konate's on $70,000, mate. Yeah, Konate could easily go and get $200,000. Yeah, Luis Diaz is on $55,000. Curtis Jones is on $15,000. Look at what he's won.
Sola.
Yeah, Sorloth, Isak, and who was the other one? Rodrigo De Paul. Sorloth, Isak, and Rodrigo De Paul. Them three players with combined wages less than 29. How fucking wild that is.
It's just crazy, isn't it?
It's mad. Let me grab the rest of this clip and then we can get him off our screen because there's not much long left. But listen to this. Listen to this shit.
According to those tweets, I'm saying this is the problem. There is no foolproof solution. And there are things to criticize Mikel Arteta on. There's no doubt about it. But I don't like these narratives that are being created. Some managers are allowed to spend as much as they want. No one says a word. Others, every time they want to spend, it's scrutinized. And why don't they coach? This idea that no matter the context, if he isn't in the top two at Christmas, he's got to be sacked. What if they're killing it in the Champions League? What if they're through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup at that time? Punditry should be putting out this context. Stop acting like rival fans on fan channels. It's ridiculous. And for me, everything he says is twisted. Everything, like, again, I read the tweets from people. I can't believe he's blaming red cards and injuries. I watched the clip. He clearly says we have got to improve and be a better football team as well. But yeah, everyone says he never takes accountability. I'm a bit weirded out by it, to be honest with you. I want to get your views and I want to get your opinions.
He's weirded out by it, guys. Why would you be weirded out by it? You support Man United, mate, not Arsenal. Why would that weird you? Oh, it's weird. It's weird that this manager stood on the pitch yesterday and this a year after he's told us as fans, do not accept second gaze, demand much more gaze. We want much more gaze. Much more gaze. A whole fucking year later, he's standing there going, well, you know, this is unprecedented gaze with the circumstances and the context that we've played in this season. You know, any other club, I don't even know where they'd be. Then he sits in his press conference afterwards and tells the whole world, well, some teams, even with one injury, guys, they'd finish 5th, 6th, 8th, 16th, 17th. Motherfucker, you had one injury and fucking bottled 8-point lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah. Knocking on the table yesterday multiple times in his press conference,
Dangerous,
mate.
dangerous.
Yeah,
dangerous.
saying dangerous. No, and then he is dangerous. Yeah, this guy stood in a press conference the other day with a fucking, what's her name? Juliet Farrington. Yeah. I can't believe six red cards. 6 red cards. Didn't bring that clip up though, did you, Terry? Didn't bring that. Did you bring up the one with Anita? No? Okay, cool. Yeah, good job I have this channel, innit? Good job I have this channel. Let me grab these super chats. Big up Lawrence, brother. Lee, what about Iriola from Bournemouth or Silva from Fulham? I'd have one of these two like a shot. Me personally, I wouldn't, because they ain't one fuck all. I want somebody that's one something. Yeah, I genuinely want someone that's, they play good football, but for me, they're more Tottenham managers. Tottenham, the clubs they're at, just stay where they are. Stay where they are. Stay where they are. Do another couple of years at that club. See if they can get them into a final, get them into a, Europe, and get far in Europe. Yeah, with limited money compared to the bigger clubs, and then go from there. Yeah, if they do that in 2, 3, 4 consecutive years and getting better, and when I say better, they still ain't won nothing, but you can see that they're bringing in good players. Yeah, matey, we sit there and watch La Liga too. Yeah,
all the time.
How many times have we sat there and watched Jeremy?
Luis
Suarez, 27 goals this season. You see that Jeremy? Yeah, guess where he's likely to be heading right now?
Barcelona,
FC Como.
Oh, well.
Almost like Cesc has good talent ID because he got Nico Paz on loan from fucking Real Madrid. Yeah, and he's been balling out this season. Jeremy's in the 2nd division of Spain. Yeah, that guy walks into most Premier League teams. Unbelievable baller. Yeah, why is Cesc want him? Why? Because he plays good football. The guy is fucking talent. Yeah, you don't want this rigid 6'2" meathead that's going to run around fucking barging into people on corners. Fuck off.
I know I'm going to rile him up. I know I'm going to rile.
I don't upset Kenny, mate.
Yeah, I know I'm going to rise him up.
But he's on his way.
But what did I tell you the other night? What did I tell you the other night? We were talking, and I said, this fool, them getting this fool Arteta bloated the way we actually could have got a manager that was worth the damn, that was an actual player. He's bloated. I say, so that's done. That where we are now at the football club, we don't have any time for any more project managers either. We need proven across the board. They have actually won stuff. But if we were in a situation where Unai left, and Wenger left, had the team was the team was there. All you gotta do is come in like slot and just move one piece around and then just take it from there. Nope, we don't have that kind of luxury anymore. We've got to have someone that knows exactly what they're doing. Almost like Berta. The way they brought Berta in is the same way we need to bring in the next manager. Somebody
would you guys take this Glasner because he's won a 2nd division title in Austria. Yeah, then he's won the Europa League with Frankfurt. It's obviously a German team, and now he's won an FA Cup with Palace after selling his 3 best players.
Yeah,
I'd take him as well because he's won in 3 different countries.
I'd give him 3 years. I'd take him. I wouldn't give him a lengthy contract, but I'd give him. Yeah. What you got to remember is this guy. He's done it at clubs that have probably not had the money that Arteta's had. Look, I only look at what managers do with individual players. Look at Eze under this manager. Look how he has played under this manager. Look at Mateta under this manager. Mateta was dead and buried. He would have not even. He probably wouldn't have even made a.
He probably would have gone back to fucking France in 2nd division or something.
Yeah.
Now he's on fucking level goals in the Premier League with Salah since he came in.
He's been one of the best. So when I look at coaches, I look at what they can do to the players that they've got at the club. And I'm looking at this Glasner and what he's done. Who's the other one? Walton.
Oh, what a player he is as well.
What a player.
He's got
player. Walton, Gahey. Yeah? The goalkeeper.
Richards.
Right. Listen, I'm going through these Palace players since this
centre back, Leroux, or whatever his name is.
Know where they are in the league. Just look at the development these players have been under and the joy that how they play their football under this manager, and the freedom Eze gets, and how they break, how they defend. Right? Then I look at Arsenal and I look at Arteta and I look at Martinelli compared to Eze. I look at Trossard compared to Mateta. I look at Jesus. I look at the list goes on and on and on. You know what I mean? It's just craziness. So I would take him, because if he's doing that to those sort of players, what can he do to the likes of Saka? What can he give me to like the likes of Martinelli and
Even Odegaard.
Odegaard. See,
Odegaard's not as shit as he's been this season.
No,
I don't rate him, but he ain't as shit as he's been. Let's be real.
I think Odegaard, under a proper coach, that is willing to take him away from his position, play him somewhere else, give him some freedom, put him perhaps in an 8, play in different positions, give him some responsibility, let the shackles off, let him play, try something different, get his mojo back, get his interest back, instead of him being rigid in that one position all the time. I think Odegaard would probably be better. And this is what I'd... So getting back to the question, Lee, what I've just mentioned, under Glasner, I'd take him all day long, 100%.
Very, very quickly, I want to address this here, because I've seen this clip do the rounds about 50 times on Twitter. Every time I open Twitter, that clip's there. This is where people just bounce off a league gun at pools. Right? Arsene Wenger had just left the football club. He had one away win all season. Yeah. And I said, if he has 2 away wins, gets to Europa League semi, and gets us in the top 4, that's a successful season. Do you know why? Because the fucker finished 6th. Yeah, it's sarcasm, mate. How many times do people not understand sarcasm? And anyone who watches my channel that's been here from day one, fucking knows this. Yeah, but unfortunately, these retards that sit on Twitter, that are like scared of their own shadow and don't leave their sticky bed sheets with Super Mick poster on the ceiling. Loads of fucking tissues on thrown on the floor. Unfortunately, the only way they can get any traction on Twitter is slag me off. So it is what it is, but I hope I cleared that out for you, mate.
I sent you something this morning, Lee.
Did? Yep.
We talking about managers that have been around the block and get stuff done. Lee, where was Roma at before?
Right down the bottom.
Where are they at now?
I think they're on for Europe, aren't they?
They're in the Champions League, and I think they're going to the Champions League.
Oh, where was Ranieri? Where was Chelsea when Roman Abramovich sacked him? Oh, he finished behind the Invincible second. Oh, but they went Invincible context. They didn't lose the game. Why don't we keep him? Fuck off, you're sacked. Well, it worked out all right for them because they brought Jose in and won 2 trophies first season and then retained the title. Oh, why is that? Because he had this proven track record. He got over the fucking line, done a treble at Porto. There's loads of managers. Let's go and get the Chelsea women's manager. Who's Chelsea women's manager? Emma Hayes left. The person who came in after Emma Hayes has just done an invincible league season, and won the domestic treble first season. Why don't we go and get the Arsenal women's manager? She's in the Champions League final this weekend. Why don't we go and get her? There's so many managers that... Go on, Jesse. There's so many of these people, mate. You're fucking annoying. It's right in front of their face. They don't look at the facts. The facts are, it does not take time. And if it does, fucking sack them. Go and get someone who don't take time.
I was just going to say I'm sure he's trolling, but guy in your chat just now, that Arteta's a better manager than Wenger. Come and give me the facts, mate. Give me your statistics. You like the statistics.
Oh, that's Pete Hayward.
Come and tell me.
That's Pete Hayward.
Because, you don't know shit about football and you know shit about
Arsenal. How can you say that?
Go away.
No, they're just trolling, Jez. They're trolling.
That's an insult. That's an insult to Wenger and the great players that played under him. That is.
Yeah. So the Chelsea women's manager is a bloke. Yeah. So why don't we go and get him then? Because he's got over the line 3 times. I haven't got to a Champions League semi-final this season.
Yep.
Why don't we go and get him then? How old is he? Is he? Where's he from? Is he the best looking fella in that from that country? Oh, it's a she, is it? Sorry, my bad. Somebody put what phase is he in? Maybe it's a she that identifies as a he. I don't know. Each to their own in there. Yeah. But at the same time, proof it doesn't take time. It don't take time. Look at the Bologna manager. They lost Calafiori, Xerxes, their manager, Yeah, and then won a trophy in the first season. Conceição at AC Milan. First 2 games, he won a trophy. Got to another final, beating Inter in the final. Yeah, and now he's likely to get sacked because they're about 8th or 9th in the league. Yeah, proof it don't take time. We've seen this go-ahead Eagles manager win a trophy. First trophy in 91 years. Look at Unai when he went to Villarreal. Went to Villarreal. Yeah, won him a trophy at our expense and Man United's expense. First trophy in their history. Glasner, first trophy in their history, first full season. Yeah, Super Duper Mick won us a trophy in 6 months. It didn't take him time then, did it? And since then, he's never bought a fucking striker and he's never played free at the back. Yeah, that's what won him the trophy. So why hasn't he done that? Why hasn't he switched our wingers over and said, Martinelli, you go on the right for half an hour. Saka, you go on the left for half an hour. Odegaard, you run around and do what you want. Mate, we were sat there yesterday after the game and we were watching when the Arsenal watch along had done. I think Jesse, he was in the comments. Yeah, and we was watching the back end of the La Liga games. Yeah, because then kicks off a little bit later, right? And we're sitting there and we're seeing pretty football, goals galore, technical level 100. Yeah, we're seeing people shoot from 30 yards, 20 yards. Look at Julian Alvarez's free kick yesterday. Look at Hetafe, Uche, slap one, 20 yards, top bins. Look at Villarreal's third goal against Barcelona, the winner. Yeah, dinks it over the keeper. Great passing. Yeah, we don't have freedom with our team. We don't have freedom with our forwards. Yeah, we've got a good defense. We have got a good defense. Yeah, but at the same time, from there onwards, it's hope. Literally hope. Declan Rice, if he didn't shoot first time yesterday, we don't win that game. If he didn't shoot first time, or if he miskicked that, we don't win the game, do we? Let's be real.
No.
Yeah, and when people want to talk about injuries, well, they didn't have Isak or Joe Linton yesterday. If they did, they would have been 4-0 up at half time. Yeah, and it's just so annoying, man. Like, yeah, cool. Oh, no, but it could all go backwards. We could end up 5th instead of 2nd. Who cares? Yeah, go and win a cup. Yeah, because these people are now sitting there trying to make out that only the Premier League and only the Champions League are acceptable. Just win something. Get over the line. Build that mentality that you can get over the line. Yeah, Pep didn't dismiss the League Cup when he came here. Neither did Jose.
No.
Ten Hag didn't. And everyone ridiculed him. He won 2 fucking trophies.
David Moyes went back to Everton. They were 1 point above relegation. 1 point. He had basically had no transfer window, nothing. Just went back. And what did he do? He kept him up. It doesn't take all that, man. If the manager has some ilk of how to work with players and can manage and can get the best out of his players, that's all it takes. They act like this man needs a miracle. Yep. No, he needs help. He needs psychological help is what he needs. The man is a charlatan. And I keep telling people he's a charlatan. And you saw it yesterday. And I told you yesterday when we got off last night, I said, they keep going back to this whole injury deal, but nobody's talking about 14 points dropped in draws this year.
No.
They're not talking about these 14 draws that we had. You're not winning a Premier League title. I think we might have went through it last night on the show, Lee. 10 points here, 10 points there, 12 points here, 5 points there. Draws cost you the title. Not these injuries. Because what was it? Somebody said last night, Lee. Only when we played Real Madrid, only 1 player was out, 2 players was out. You know, and everybody's like, "Oh man, we got all these injuries, we got this and we got that going on, and you know, all this, it's unprecedented." Okay, well, what about the 2 years ago then, when we had one player out there? What about that? And we still didn't win it. It's excuses, Lee. It's excuses.
What about the Bayern Munich Champions League quarterfinal? Last season. What about this season in the semi-final against PSG?
He came out after that Bayern. He came out after that Bayern game and said, "Oh, I'm really sorry we don't have a striker that can score 30, 40 goals a season, guys." He then proceeded to spend our entire budget on 2 fucking defensive players.
He said we don't have the firepower.
And then said it again this season. It's not my fault we don't have a striker, guys.
This is where lies the problem. He is to blame right at the beginning of the season. That summer window was a 2 out of 10 at best. And he failed to do the right thing. He failed to be prepared for the season ahead. He failed to have adequate cover for injuries. He failed to have adequate cover for red cards. You name it. There wasn't adequate cover in all departments. The midfield wasn't strong enough. The forward line wasn't strong enough, and it shows. He's not been able to get us over the line, and he won't do it next season.
No. And I've got a lot of Palace fans in this chat as well, yeah? Look how happy they are, man. They're watching all the celebration videos over again. I bet you've watched Eze's goal about 1 billion times.
Big up, Palace.
Yeah, bless up to Palace, man. Fucking fair play. Yeah, you ask all them Palace fans if that cup's shit.
Yeah.
You ask our fans if that cup's shit when we won it in 2020 and it kept this fucker in a job. Yeah, it's annoying, man. It's so annoying. Yeah, and it ain't changing, guys. Yeah, and the only way this changes is if he loses like maybe 5 out of the first 12 games. Yeah, or 6 out of the first 12 games, something like that. Yeah, because then I think a lot of people will start turning. Yeah, but then I think people have been bamboozled in and got it in their head that the next manager that comes in has to get rid of everyone and rip it all up and they need to start the process all over again. No, you don't. Arne Slot brought 1 player. Yeah, Hansi Flick brought 1 player. 1 player. He's just won a treble. I watched Wojciech Szczesny yesterday with 3 trophies in his fucking hand. Yeah, out of retirement, off the beach. A 17-year-old boy. Yeah, turning up when it matters for his country and for his club. He scored 19 goals this season. Did you know that? 19 goals.
Yeah.
I think he's got about 22 assists.
Yeah, he's 22. He's either 22 or 24.
Fucking jokes. No, 17. Can't get a fucking ball off him.
But Conte yesterday.
Terrible here, right? As a lifelong Arsenal fan, this is a shocking statement. But I honestly believe to get this clown out of this club, it will take significant problems. Yeah. And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to get massive hate for it, but I don't care.
Fucking it is.
I fucking hope we lose at least 10 games.
Lose them all, Jezza. Fuck them.
10. Oh, I'm going to say 10 games. I can't be that much of a butcher. Right. 10
You'll end up in the bottom of that damn, Jez.
Yeah, well, that's going to be interesting anyway.
Yeah, but Jez, it gets like that, man. And this is the thing, yeah? Don't care what anyone says. Yeah, it doesn't matter what people... Jez, the fact that stadium, and DJ was there, Kenny was there, 15 to 20,000 of them walked out. Yeah, that stadium, forget the Newcastle fans that all cleared off. How many was there? Maybe 4,000? Right? There's still 56,000 fans in the stadium. At least 15,000 then fucked off. Yeah, this is why he constantly talks about the fans. Oh, the connection with the fans. You give us the energy, guys. We did it. We tried our hardest for you guys. Because he knows, yeah, we have a dream. It should be fucking standard procedure for a club like ours.
The thing is, you know, it is going down that road where unless he's not going to walk. We know that. He hasn't got that gentleman about him to say, I've failed, therefore it's time for me to walk. Of course he's not. So therefore it's going to take drastic measures, which means, sadly, it will be another season without glory. But from the start of the season, right, up till Christmas, I want Arsenal to lose a lot of games, and then
get rid of him.
These little mutants might suddenly realise they don't know what they're talking about. He's not Super Mick. He's an absolute arsewipe clown. And then we can actually get a proper manager in that can turn it around and build it for the following season. So then, at the end of the day, don't keep calling me Lad Nelson. You're pissing me off again.
No, just allow him. Nelson, chill out, brother.
I am older than everybody on here. I'm not a lad. I wish I was. But anyway, getting back to my point, the only way we're going to get rid of this absolute arsewipe is for the club to start to fail badly. And I can't see any other way, guys. Sorry.
Let me grab these super chats and I'll get Kenny and I'm going to the bathroom. I want to grab these 2 comments real quick here from Jordan. Then I'll get the super chats here. It's going to be hilarious when all these delusional fans force out Arteta and the new manager comes in and Arsenal end up mid-table. You guys are insane. you're doing exactly what Spurs did to Poch, and look how that ended up. Yeah, that ended up with them in the final on Wednesday, and you're going to sit and watch it. Oh, yeah, how's that worked out, mate? How's that worked out? What have they won since Poch left? What did they win with Poch, and what have they won since Poch? Oh, the same. But they could potentially win on Wednesday. Yeah, and if they do, that's equal to super duper Mick. Yeah, the problem with people like you, my friend, is number one, the way you spoke. I'm assuming you're American, so I'm sure Matty does select your American teams for you if you want to tell us what teams you support. And you're very different standards for your American sports teams, mate, than you do for English football teams. And secondly, yeah, if he wins that, is equal to super duper Mick. And not only that, the problem with people like you is you take league finish as a barometer for success. You start on fucking zero again in August, mate. Yeah, you just lost by less or more. Liverpool won the league, 19 other teams lost. Nobody cares that American owns Arsenal, mate. That's not what we asked you. What American sports teams do you support? Yeah, because your standards for Arsenal are on the floor. Nobody cares, mate. Yeah, and you're quite clearly of a younger age because we finished mid-table and won 2 cups in '93. No cunt cared, mate. Yeah, nobody cared. Nobody cared, and we're all old enough to have witnessed that. In fact, some of them were probably there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me grab these super chats and I'll let Kenny come in. Top 4 in European semi-final is a good season, though, Lee, yeah? Brother, you Liverpool fans enjoy your protest, fucking hell. Your protest.
That's next season.
Your parade. Yeah, that's next season. Your parade.
Liverpool got standards, mate. That'll be next.
Well, they've already bought one player. The other one's en route as well. They've sorted their fullbacks out real quick. Big up to Luke. Glasner lost 2 of his best players in the summer and took a mid-table team to a trophy. How can anyone watch managers do so much with limited resources and still make excuses? Because they fancy him, man. They're bamboozled by his beautiful looks and the way he speaks. Yeah, it's almost like they're the toxic ones. Yeah, because they're holding our club back.
Did this brother say he's a Yankees fan? I'm trying to. Can somebody in the chat verify that for me? Did this brother say, the brother that Lee was talking about, did he just say he's a Yankees fan? I hope. I'm just hoping that I didn't. That I make sure that I'm wrong in that, because if he's a Yankees fan coming on here talking about standards,
he hasn't put a comment in saying anything. I can't see it.
All right, because I saw a couple people say Yankees, and I was just
but it wouldn't surprise me if he is, Matty. Yeah, because this is the problem. Yeah, as soon as you ask him, big up Cass in the chat as well. Yeah, as soon as you ask them what team they support in America, right? They either support a shit team or a team that's completely successful. Yeah, so then you understand that they're supporting shit with shit, or they support a successful team in America, and now they're accepting shit for the English team and telling us not to.
He says
telling us to.
He says he doesn't support an American team. I find it hard to believe.
Oh, of course you don't, mate, because you know you're going to get roasted.
Yeah, I find it extremely hard to believe. Please.
Get out of here, man. Big up to Tarek25. Second time donating. Blessings to everyone. Blessings to you, my friend. Thank you very much. Here, go towards the Arteta out campaign. Big up Joshua King. United fan here. Terry's embarrassing. 28 players signed, 791 mil, 1 title in 6 years with Emery's assembled team. Delusion, big up for speaking out. Come on, you know how we roll, brother. You know how we roll. Bless up to you, my friend. Big up Lee, says JTG. Big up Lee and panel. Thanks for showing the video. These online divs need to know exactly what it's like at games. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Oh, because it's only the online fans that have a problem. No, there's fans, and I've played the video. I'll play it again shortly. I'm going to get Kenny in. If you can stop donating, we can get Kenny in real quick. Or I could just keep him there. Bless up, though. Get these likes up. 2K in the building. Sub to all the guys. The links are pinned. T-Dot says, honest question for everyone. Who would you honestly keep? Don't like a lot of them. But I'd keep Ethan. I'd keep Skelly, Timber, Harty, Saka, Saliba, Gabriel, Rice. After that, I'm kind of struggling. Kind of struggling, mate. The rest of them can fuck off. Big up Sagnik. Teta moves like corrupt politician before an election.
Yeah.
Never seen a more protected manager than Arteta, says Ichigo. Facts. Get some traction on the internet, though, mate. Crazy, isn't it? Big up to Crovan 18. Look at Dynamo Zagreb. Third most of the season, had 5-6 different interim managers. Now the last guy has got them to first with 2 games to go. They've had 5 managers this year. Didn't they sack Cannavaro?
Yeah.
Cannavaro go there.
Yeah, back in December, I believe.
They've had 5 or 6 interims, and this manager's got them first with 2 to go. Now get out of here, man. They've had 5 managers.
That's quality.
That's class. Yeah. Keep firing until you find one that can do the fucking job properly. Pretty simple concept, isn't it? Maple Leafs lost again. Says T-Dot, we haven't won since 67. We're the richest team in NHL, and the Mutants shell out every year supporting this dross. Mad. That's crazy. 67 fucking hell. Go on, Kenny. Your lighting's going crazy, Kenny. You keep coming in and out of screen.
No, it's just I've got the sun's right me back, so I've got to sit in a different way. But yeah, first and foremost, when the points that you guys have raised regarding Glasner, I think Glasner will do well at Arsenal if he's allowed to do well, if he's got the backing of the full fan base, because we saw what happened with Unai Emery. He didn't have the full backing of our fans. Our fans waited for him to fail, even though previously they claimed that they were 100% behind him. But one mistake he made, they were on him. Even before the Europa League final, they were having a go at him because of the fact that we were struggling. They started to talk about losing against Crystal Palace, and then after the Baku, he was gone. And I think the same. I worry that Glasner won't be given a proper chance, and also the dressing room as well. I don't know. I don't see any bad eggs in the dressing room, but he's going to have to win the dressing room over to get half a chance. The good thing about it is that he has won in Europe, but then so did Unai Emery. Unai Emery managed in PSG. He won loads of trophies, but he just couldn't win the dressing room over the fans. So I'll take him, for footballing reasons, what he's done, but I just worry that he won't be accepted by our fans and the dressing room. So that's one point I want to make. Another point as well, regarding what happened yesterday. You're 100% correct. I saw with my own eyes. People, let's just say, it started off with 60,000, and by the time Mick Arteta got on the mic, I reckon about 15 or 20,000 people left. A lot of people around me just left. Then some left to discuss. Some just said, "Yeah, I want to get home and beat the traffic." But one thing Mick Arteta, the first question Nigel asked him, because the reason why I call him Nigel, I know him anyway, is that he asked him about this season, and Mikel was forced to admit, that he's forced to apologise to us that he didn't win any trophies, and then it went downhill from there. I just stopped listening. But one thing I did notice was the players. I noticed Wanyeri looked completely and utterly annoyed.
Yeah,
he had 2 family members around him.
Shocking.
In fact, he was talking more to Lewis Skelly's mum than he was to his own family. He didn't look happy. And Kieran Tierney spoke volumes. He did his bit and he just went straight to the dressing room. So he didn't go in, but he was looking for someone to follow him in the dressing rooms. He didn't want to be there. But the worrying thing for Arsenal fans is Saliba. Not just his performances, but his body language during the lack of appreciation. If there was a player who was happy at a football club, well, he didn't look like one. He was walking around, already got changed in his trackies, and he just wanted to be. He didn't want to be there. One thing that Paul Merson stated, and other people stated, it's not just the board that are going to have reservations; it's going to be the players as well. We're in a situation now, whether we like it or not, where Berta's got to make some decisions. Whether we like it or not, if we want these big players, we want a striker, improvements in midfield and in attacking areas, a sacrifice is going to be made. Because I'll tell you one thing there, from what I saw, it's not just the players who are out of contract who ain't happy. A couple of players are in the first team are not happy. And a big one. Don't be surprised if we're forced to say yes to a bid for either Saliba or Gabriel. They have from what I saw from Saliba, he has no interest in the projects. He wants to win yesterday. And that's the big thing we got to consider. If big money comes in for one of those two, especially unhappy first team players, take the money, and let's rebuild again. But ultimately, all this rebuilding process that we're going to do, I have no interest in it. The reason why I have no interest in this rebuilding process and players are getting in, because the only rebuild I want is a new manager. I'm not budgeting for it. I don't want to give him another year. I'm done with him. I think that the project that involves Arteta is over. He's done it 6 years. He's done everything he can. I like to thank him for his services, but 6 years is enough. You know, you've had enough goes at winning trophies. You had a couple of goes at the Champions League. You had a few goes in Europe. You know, we need a freshen up. We don't need a freshen up of players. We need a freshen up of the manager. It's nothing personal. It's just the way football is. It's the way football is. I'm sure a lot of these players will need a new voice. I think some of these players would be excited if we got a big name in who's got a pedigree in trophies, not someone who's, you know, like how do I say it? Oliver Gazner, who's a very good coach, but I think this coach needs and is ready for a big name to teach them how to win.
Yeah.
Because as everyone says, even the Arteta backers, we have got close. But when you're at Arsenal Football Club, you're only doing the basics. You should be getting a Champions League every year. You should be difficult to beat. You should be challenged for the title. You should be, you know, in content getting to Champions League semi-finals on a regular basis. Chelsea did it. Used to do it regularly. Spurs had a better fist of the Champions League than they did in their few seasons compared to the 90 seasons we had. Liverpool goes without saying when they've had a better fist of Europe and winning trophies. All the things that they praise Arteta for is what you expect of a big club, especially a club that spends a lot of money on player salaries now and spends a lot of money on transfers now. Of course, you should be challenged if you spend £100 million on Declan Rice. Of course, you should be challenged if you spend, you know, 65 million on Havertz, who's won the Champions League. If you've got good players, you should be doing it. It's nothing to write home about. You either can win trophies, you haven't. And right now, I had a conversation with a journalist yesterday. I shouted over to him and said, I'm going to bleep out his name, but I shouted out, I want a new coach. And he went, what did he say? Not yet. Last time I spoke to him, he was saying, he would have told me, don't be talking absolute nonsense. You're ungrateful. You've got a top manager and you win things. Now, yesterday, he's saying not yet. And then I shouted over to him. I said, well, I'm not buying not yet. I want success now. And he went, all right, next year. This is a top journalist. And then
I was backstage when that happened.
You heard me say it. You were backstage. You could hear me talking to the journalist. Yeah. And then another one, Paul Merson, is saying what a lot of fans are feeling. So all these people who had Mick Arteta at the, how do I say it? They had them at the town hall for the, you know, little public debate. Very nice to get him in. The fact is, you don't represent the fans. The fact is that another fan club journalist wrote something on his Twitter page and now saying that match-going fans are the real barometer. Yeah, he's right about that. It's just that not all match-going fans are behind the manager. You saw what happened when there were empty seats. You saw that some fans crossed their arms like me. We weren't all singing his name. No. We weren't all singing the North London Forever song. We stayed just to observe. But we're not all behind Mick Arteta, guys. I'm sorry. If the club want you to believe that, then they're lying. But the problem is, Jez is right. Obviously, I want us to win every game, and that's where I disagree with him. But it will take a catastrophic situation with us, you know, not challenging. Even if we draw games, we don't even have to lose games. We just have to lose ground by December, i.e. we're in a solid position where we're fifth or sixth. And then that's where there has to be action. I don't want that to happen. I want us to, but the problem is that the only way for us to invoke change is for it to go south. But I think if that happens, then we have to put pressure on the manager through the media, not just go on YouTube channels that you own or YouTube channels that you're invited on. Phone up Talk Sport, phone up Radio 5 and speak, because everyone thinks it's just new media. We're all behind a computer. We're all in our mum's bedroom or our wife's bedrooms or our kids' bedrooms, whatever you're saying, and we're not speaking out. We need people who on the terraces to speak out and phone up and not be shouted down. That's how we invite change. And then, worst case scenario, we stop going. But at the moment, everything's comfortable at the moment because we finished second. Second is an achievement. But what Arsenal fans need to accept, if you're ambitious about winning trophies, then you should just see what we're doing as a norm. If you're not, if you're ambitious, then you're going to want change, real change.
No, I think that's facts, Kenny. I mean,
Well said, mate.
What you said there about Arsenal Football Club, that's what we should be doing. This is what I've been saying. These fans talk as if we're kind of, he's taken, no disrespect, he's taken a Southampton and got them to runners up 3 seasons running and Champions League semi-finals, as if he's worked some sort of miracle. That's minimum requirement at Arsenal Football Club. It's where we should be. We should be challenging for Premiership titles. We should be challenging for Champions League quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals, and winning it. And it's true what Kenny says. And yet these fans talk as if he's done some sort of miracle with a club that's been in the gutter and been out of the limelight for years and years and years and years. It isn't. It hasn't. It's Arsenal Football Club.
But then what they'll tell you, lads, is they'll tell you, yeah, but you're saying all that we should be here and we should be there, but we wasn't there and he's got us back there. That's their answer, because we weren't in the Champions League for 6-7 years. Now he's got us there 3 years in a row, if you include in next season now. Yeah, we've got to be grateful for what he's got us back to. That's what they tell us.
Yeah.
Because we weren't in it before for 7 years. We were seeing Tottenham above us. Now they're 17th. They've always got an answer. Yeah, the fact is, he needs to win shit, and he can't.
No, exactly. No,
there's been 31 managers, I think, in the top 5 leagues in Europe that have won a trophy since him. We'll go and get one of them. Yeah, and there's more to come as well, by the way. More to come. Yeah, because there's other teams that Conte can go and win that title at the weekend. Yeah, he's 1 point clear, and they've got home game at the weekend on Friday night, I think it is. Yeah, if he wins that, he's won the league.
I would like to hear the fans' reaction if Spurs lift that cup on Wednesday. I would love to hear I want the real fans to come on, the so-called real fans to come on and tell me exactly what they're feeling.
I'll tell you exactly what they're feeling.
Absolutely killed.
Oh, they're 17th. It's papered over the cracks. Papered over the cracks. No, it ain't. They've completed the sole aim of the fucking sport, to win a trophy.
Exactly.
Armpits in the air. That's all we want to see. Armpits in the air, trophies. Yeah, they're immune to trophies, mate. It's annoying. It's so jarring to watch these people, because you can see that they got. You can tell in their eyes they're lying off of these people. Yeah, they're not saying it with conviction.
There was a lot of pain. There was a lot of what you call closed door pain. You know, when somebody's suffering through something and you don't see what's going on. A lot of these so-called Arsenal fans were sick to their stomach watching Palace win that title this past week. And the reality of the situation is that should have been us playing this weekend. This was a down year. We have completely blowed this. 100%. Our window is closing. We've had 3 solid years of where we had a chance to capitalize, and we failed at every corner. This was supposed to be the worst City team under Pep since he's been there. And they still found a way to get to a final, bad as they were. You look at Spurs, bad as they were, final. United, bad as they were. 9 out of 10, if I'm mistaken. I think that's the number league. 9 out of 10. They've been there.
Nine finals in the last 10 years, man.
9 finals in the last 10 years. Bad as they've been. You know, you look at Liverpool with the kids. They did it last year. They're going to spend money to get ready because they've
done it this year. They got to a final this year and lost to Newcastle.
Hey, and
which should have been us against Liverpool.
And And they've already started their rebuild process this morning, by the way.
Yeah, they're getting Kirkers in. They've got Frimpong already coming in.
Not playing around.
Yeah, they're going to go. Apparently, they're in for Florian Wirtz as well.
Yeah, not
Did you
playing
see
around.
Did you see the Bayern hierarchy? Uli
That's a
Hoeneß.
massive signing.
Uli
No, I-
Hoeneß. Did you not see that the other day? Uli Hoeneß did an interview. I think it was on Sky Germany. Yeah, saying they are not in for Florian Wirtz. He said, "Stop listening to nonsense. I keep seeing nonsense that he was going to Man City. No, he actually went and met Liverpool." That's what he said in the interview.
Wow.
Yeah, whether they're all making this shit up, I don't know. Yeah, maybe he's making it up, but you know, the Germans, especially Bayern, they straight down them tell you exactly as it is. Yeah, if they say they're in for a player, they're in for a player, and they'll tell you that. Yeah, but
These teams are going to reload, man. We've all been saying it all year. We've been saying it ever since the turn of the year that teams are not going to be waiting around. Nobody's going to wait for Arsenal to get their house in order. We're going to get left behind if we're not careful.
yep, getting left behind is exactly what's going to happen. Real Madrid seriously considering making €100 million Galactico signing this summer.
Coming soon.
Well, it could be Florian Wirtz. It could be him. It could be William Saliba. I mean, the guy was sitting on the channel last night, and look how deflated he looked.
He said,
Yeah.
"Let him go for free."
Yeah, man went to the game, bought the new shirt, got a discount on it, so it was only 77 quid. had the shirt on, yeah, at the game. Got home, took it off, came on camera. Obviously, he'd had a shower, guys. That's what he said. Yeah, then he was sitting there doing all the theatrics. That, I can't stay long because I'm ill.
You forgot the best part, Lee.
And then bounced it.
Somebody he ran into a top gunner yesterday. Top.
Yeah, he ran into. If you think a gal's bad, he ran into one that's better, bigger Arteta in than a gal, and a gal nearly had a fight with him.
Oh, they weren't exchanging. They weren't exchanging like drinks and like, oh, sit down, mate.
No, they weren't. They weren't kissing each other and high fiving and all that. No, the guy was saying, "You're deluded, mate. You're a problem." Calling a gal out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wants Arteta in more than a gal.
They give him 2 more years.
Why? Because one wants to give him 1 season and the other wants to give him 2.
That's exactly what it was.
No, seriously.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said yesterday. Yeah, this is exactly what he said.
Jesus, there you go.
I swear to God, that's what he said.
Nothing to do with the players, the tactics, nothing. It was like a gal wants to give him 1, the other wants to give him 2, so they fell out over it.
Yeah. The guy said, "I've got a bone to pick with you, a gal," and fucking called him up.
I rest my case. This is where we're falling.
But now the Arteta-ins are fighting with each other.
It's coming next year. You watch. And you know the best part about it? Like I told you last night, Lee, we can just sit back.
Yeah.
I said it. I said it. I said it on the stream. You know, Matty, months ago when you said, "I reckon he's gone by the end of the summer," and I said, "Give it till Christmas." I think Christmas is becoming more of a reality now.
I agree.
You know what? If he goes, it basically won't be for footballing reasons. The person who'll get the blame will be Berta.
Yeah.
It'll be like, you know how people in a band, say, "Oh, we had to leave because of creative differences."
Yeah, we fell out with the drummer. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be over the influence of the manager.
Yeah.
Influence on the board and everything. You know what I mean?
That's a fine.
No, I was just telling you.
Yeah, but he's already done that because in his interview yesterday, you went, it's all. I'll leave it all to them upstairs. I'll leave it all to them upstairs. I can't remember the words he said because I
was literally searching for that right now.
I didn't watch a lot of it. I was really down yesterday. I didn't stay behind, Kenny. I've got to be honest. When that final whistle went,
I stayed behind because I just stayed behind because I thought, you know what,
I couldn't. I was too flat, man. I was
you know why I stayed behind? I was thinking, hang on here. I just stayed behind on principle. And I think, hang on here. I ain't going to be here for 3 months. What's another 20 minutes?
Yeah, no, I respect that, man. Of course I do. 100%.
But here we go. Here's a coach we can go and get for the free. For the free. Won the Champions League with AC Milan. Played for Real Madrid. He was the world record signing that summer before Ronaldo then joined. Who's that?
Roberto Di Matteo.
Kaká, mates. Kaká, mates. Ricardo Kaká. If the opportunity arises, I'm ready to return. I'm prepared since 17. I wanted to prepare myself. I took a business course in sports at Harvard. Fucking hell, he's smart, isn't he? Jesus.
Wow.
I took the coach course at CBF. I've experienced in the national team World Cup. Cool. Kaká's available. Go and get him. Give him 7 years and 750 mil.
Yes,
Yeah, he sat next. He's played under Ancelotti.
yeah.
He's very intelligent. He went to Harvard. Do you know what I'm saying? Go and get him. He's free. He's available. He said he's ready to come. He's ready to take a job. Go and get him.
Ready to go.
He's ready to fucking go, mate. Go and get him.
Go. He's going to end up at West Ham.
Yeah, go and get him. This is who we should have fucking got. Him.
Yeah, 100%.
He can't even speak Spanish. He's like me. He can't speak Spanish.
No habla. Me no habla.
Me no habla español. Lo siento. I can when I want to. All right, where's this quote? Where's this quote from our manager?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
All right, there you go. He found shame and left. He's now decided to leave Ajax with immediate effect. 9-point bottle job season. He's crying. Look, he's crying. Yeah, you bottled it, mate. No, he's found shame and left. Cherky's available. Just go and get him. He's better than Odegaard. Where are we? Oh, Vlahovic is available. He's going to Liverpool. Yeah,
we're screaming out for a left back, but the problem is that we won't be allowed.
We've only got 9 of them, Kenny.
but we won't be. Like, our fans won't allow us to sign a left back because they're convinced that an 18-year-old who's only had half a season is the answer.
Yeah, they're devastated he's not in the running for team of the season.
There you go.
Just let the guy develop, mate. What more do you want? The guy's got an England cap. He scored a goal on his debut. Can't you just let the guy rest and enjoy his football? You know what I mean? Sometimes you want him to, rise without, too fast sometimes. It's like this Wharton thing. I said on my Instagram that, Liverpool, Barca, Real Madrid, I was thinking, the guy's only 20. Let him develop his career at Crystal Palace, learn the game, have a couple more seasons of Premiership, and then you talk. It's the same with Lewis Skelly. Let him develop. Look what's happened with Ranieri. We don't know what's gone on with him and Arteta, but the fact is, it just shows you, with a young player, they have to learn the game. I thought until yesterday it was footballing reasons, but then Saka was taken off. And Odegaard was taken off, and he didn't get on. And for some misguided, reasons, he brought other players on, which I thought, hang on, that's just something's not right here. What happened behind the scenes? I'd like to know what happened, because it can't just be footballing reasons. You can't punish someone for playing like a Colts player against Brentford and think, right, that's it, you're done. Something.
1 second, mate.
It's weird.
Yeah. I'm going to grab these super chats. I'm going to let Kenny go because I know he's got to go in a second. Yeah. And then I'll go through the press conference real quick. No, I'm not going to read the whole thing after the post-match one. And then I'm going to watch it.
I'm okay to 8 o'clock. I'm okay to wait.
All right, cool. Let me grab these 3 super chats. Bless up to 1,800 in the chat. I'm doing the Brighton Liverpool game in 15 minutes. Yeah. So make sure you sub to Lee Reacts as well. If you do, and if we can get that to 100K, then I can stop being so angry on here and just be more chilled on the other channel more often. That'd be great. Can tell the difference between Madrid and Arsenal. One sees this season as an absolute nightmare. That was completely fine. They both finished second. One has already signed 2 players and is about to sign a 3rd. Yeah, they've already signed Trent. They've already signed Huijsen, and they're about to sign Alvaro Fernandez. Yeah, he was a left back. He's quality as well.
They'll be back next year.
And they're going straight to the problem areas, by the way, Lee.
Yeah, they said, yo, our defense is fucked. Let's go and buy 3 defenders. Oh, yeah, and they ain't finished yet because they'll definitely buy another centre back. Yeah, because Militao's never fit. Rudiger's nearly done, and Alaba is done. Yeah, and then they've only got Asensio, the young lad. So they're going to need another centre back. Don't be surprised if they put a bid in for Saliba. Big up to Andy Hart. Would the panel take Eddie Howe? Yep. I would. Genuinely would. Yeah, and this is what comes back to what I was saying earlier. Yeah, about managers like Iriola, when Lawrence put the comment in about Iriola and Marco Silva. Stay at the clubs you're at. Get them to a final. Get over the line. Yeah, keep going up the table. Even if you ain't winning it, which is fucking nigh on impossible for Newcastle to win it, and with the restrictions that have been in place for the last few years. But to take them from 17th or 18th into the Champions League, yeah, and the final, then back in the Champions League and won a final, that tells me he's a fucking good manager. Yeah, and he's had a lot of injuries yeah, since he's been the manager of that club. They had 6 fullbacks across their back line at one point.
Yeah.
Do you remember when he played 6 defenders? He played 6 fucking defenders.
Yeah.
Who was that against? And they were all fullbacks. He didn't have any centre backs. He had 6 fullbacks across the back line.
And Lee, and I'll go back to what I said earlier. Look what he's done to players like Joel Linton.
Yep.
Look what he's turned him into.
Look what he's done with Dan Burn.
Look what he's done to Dan Burn.
Him and Saw.
Livramento.
He's a baller.
Murphy.
He's a good player.
Do you know what I mean?
Jason Murphy.
You have to look at what these guys have done with these players. And Bruno, Tonali. Look how good Tonali's been with this guy.
He's extended. What's the man that played striker yesterday?
Callum Wilson.
Callum Wilson. Look, he gave him few extra years on his career.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's been fucking in and out with injuries for years, hasn't he?
Yeah.
The proof's there. The proof's there. When people say, "Oh, yeah, would you take this manager?" Would you? Yeah, on the evidence of their success, and Harvey Barnes is another one. Yeah. What they do with players. I watch how these players play. They play with a smile on their face. They play with freedom. They want to play for the manager.
They fight for each other.
And our players play in bits, little moments here and there.
They're playing. We play like with programmed robots.
Yeah.
And then when they malfunction, because they're not used to something happening, it's like, oh shit, what do we do now? This is what who was it that said yesterday? One of you guys said it yesterday. Yeah, when Declan Rice gets a corner, in the last minute, he's looking over at the set piece coach.
That was me. I've got to talk about that because yesterday I was fuming because last minute of a football match, we're winning 1-0, and Declan Rice is the West Ham captain. He's played in 2 European Championship finals for his country. He's won a trophy for his club, West Ham. Yeah, this is a guy who's had 7-8 years experience of playing first team football. He's looking at his coach on what to do for a corner in the last minute. Really? I was thinking he was looking at Berto going like that. And I was thinking, what are you asking him for? You play football.
And what's that? We didn't see that yesterday. Did they show that on the broadcast? We didn't see that on the broadcast yesterday, did we?
No, you don't. You don't see it. I saw it. I was watching.
Yeah, you're right in front of Kenny's literally right in front of that, isn't it?
Corner, and he was asking Berta.
Not Berta, Kenny. Fucking.
I was screaming.
Yova, not Berta.
Yeah.
Berta just say kick the fucking ball.
Me and my mates were swearing and screaming at Declan Rice. What's wrong with you? You're a spirits player. What are you asking him for?
And when did you see it when they came on? Yeah, when Calafiori came on, me and Matty and Ola were sat there, and I said, "Why is our set piece coach giving him instructions? Why ain't our manager giving him instructions?"
Exactly.
The set piece coach, is the most annoying fucker at this club.
Yeah,
I swear, he's the most annoying fucker. Because Crystal Palace have not even got a set piece coach, and they've scored more set pieces than us. Every time there's a set piece, it just zooms in on him. Fuck off.
When was it? What's happened to our set pieces?
They dried up. I think we've only scored one since January.
We've
conceded a fuck so. We've conceded more set pieces than anyone in this league, by the way.
Who was that?
Learn how to defend them.
Who was that we played when they lined up? As soon as they lined up, they hauled ass the other direction.
They all run up the pitch.
Yeah.
Who was that?
In the group stages.
No. That was a couple of weeks ago. Which team was that?
Yeah. Because PSG.
It was Liverpool. It was Liverpool.
Yeah,
it was Liverpool. Yeah, they must have watched my fucking our streams. Yeah, because I said when we take a free kick, why don't they just all fucking run up to the halfway line?
They all sprinted out, didn't they?
Yeah, and Liverpool just bombed it all offside. In fact, Saka wasn't offside and he missed a sitter. Yeah, but everyone else was offside. It's like, why has nobody done that? Monaco were the first team in the group stage, to put fucking 3 men up front on the halfway line when we got a corner. Yeah,
was it Monaco? I thought it was PSG.
Yeah, and then I think Man United have done it. Somebody else has done it. I think Fulham did it. Was it Fulham? Or somebody else done it? Maybe Bournemouth. Monaco were the first team to do it. I was like, why isn't everyone doing that?
Yeah,
because now, Brighton, that's it, Brighton. It's like if you've now got 3 forwards on the halfway line, now you're fucked because the goalkeeper can't stand in the centre circle anymore. He's got to go back in goal.
Yeah.
Now you've got to occupy them as well. You've got to fucking man mark them or get near them. So that's now 3 players. Your goalkeeper's got to go back. You've totally fucked him. Why has nobody done this? When Odegaard's taken a whipped-in free kick or Rice taking a whipped-in free kick, They all start trotting down the line and jump in and jump back out. As soon as he's about to kick the ball, just all leg it up the pitch. Yeah, you're all offside, mate. Everyone's offside. It's not rock science. Fucking hell, I don't need 15 million for this shit. Crazy. Unbelievable. Big up to Marco. Our fan base are quick to have recency bias and give Mikel another window. We'll get a striker now, but forget that we have 21 years behind schedule. Facts. Both because they go off at the very latest season or very last game. That is what they do. They've dismissed everything that's happened under this manager before this season.
They grasp at the moment.
They've dismissed everything that's happened under Arsene Wenger before Unai before him. And then they've dismissed all of the bullshit that's happened under this manager, and they're only taking this season. Oh, but we're unlucky with injuries. Piss off. Big up to Mali as well. Lee, which 3 Bayern players would you take at Arsenal? Elise, Kane, and... You say Kane. Who else would I take? Musiala. Yeah, that's a shout. Musiala. There you go. That sorts out. Well, maybe we could take their manager in a couple of years if he keeps winning.
Definitely.
That's what he's doing. Yeah, Kane in a heartbeat. We should have fucking put money on the table for him before he went. Now, Neuer's washed, man. Kimmich is good, but Elise is quality, man. We should have signed him.
Oh, yeah.
It's what it is. Right, let me get this. Yeah, Kimmich is class, but Musiala's unreal, mate. Let me grab this press conference real quick before I let Kenny go and we wrap up, yeah? Right, where are we? I'm keeping patience with this team. I don't know. Now we finished second for the 3rd season. In the last 3 seasons, there is one team that has been better than us in total points, which is Manchester City, which is the best team in history of the league by a mile. No, it's not. Man United have won it 13 times, mate. So why is he lying again? Nobody stand up and go, excuse me, Mikel. Manchester United have won the league 13 times. So that's
He's in the moment again, Lee, like the fans. He's in the moment. He's dismissing what Man United's done in previous years. He's in the moment.
Oh, another typo, guys. There's a typo on every press conference. They mean and. They can't spell a 3-letter word. It's add. We are there. Every win. Liverpool has a trophy. We don't have a trophy. We're in the Champions League semi-final for the first time in 16 years, and we are unsatisfied and upset. It's not good enough. Yeah, great. Let's go for the next thing. But I think we're on the right trajectory. Do you notice how he's waffled and then said, well, we're unsatisfied and upset. That's not good enough. Great. Let's go for the next thing. So it's like he's done all that waffling. Yeah, then he's just dropped that tiny little bit about that's not good enough. Yeah, and then let's just go for the next thing anyway. Don't worry about all that. Fuck off. And if he feels the supporters are 100% behind him and the players, that's what I feel, but I don't know. Well, you do, because 20K walks out, mate. Yeah, the ones that I see every day in the street, the ones that they contact me. Oh, this is funny because I DM'd him on Instagram. Yeah, he has to accept DMs. You can't DM him on Twitter. So who's messaging him?
The ones he sees in the street.
Yeah, they probably will support other teams. Oh, you're doing great, Mikel. Fucking keep going, Mikel.
Famous
Chelsea fans winding him up.
Famous sports person walks down the street. Doesn't matter what fan you are. You're going to go, oh, hi, Mikel, how you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, when's he last walked down the street?
Exactly.
When do you ever see pictures of him on the internet go, I just bumped into Mikel? You don't.
Yes.
You don't. He's full of shit. Yeah, he's full of shit. But they want more because we have set expectations and they have seen the team that is capable against any opposition to compete against them. So we need to believe. You must believe. You must have watched Don Robbie's video. You must believe that we're going to do it together. Yeah? Notice he's playing on the fans again, together. Right, let me go back because there's another one. And if he feels the belief from our supporters, Canton probably asked that one.
After that one, go to on when our plan for the summer could be executed.
Okay.
Shocking.
Actually, let me read this one real quick here, because this is when he went to that fucking Love Fest and came on stage the other day. Yeah. Yeah. Pity at the back. Yeah, it was a really special evening. I was lucky to be there as well. Yeah, you probably got paid to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel it, and I won't take it for granted. We want to sustain that and give them joy, and they can then they can feel proud about the football team and the values that we have as a football club and how we represent it and then win. All of these things and then win. Yeah. If we can achieve all of that at once, then great. Yeah. Where were the values when you sacked the fucking old kit manager the other day for a couple of tweets that he posted out? Weird. Where was that values of the great nice club then?
Also, Lee, if he's talking about values, then he's got to respect the fans that are angry that he ain't won fuck all.
Mm.
Yeah.
Kenny, I know you've got to go, matey. Yeah. What you got coming up, mate? What you got coming up?
Well, I've got I should have a few podcasts because I've got one with Dan's mentioned me yesterday. He wants to be on a podcast, and I got something with DJB, and I've got something with Jez this week as well.
2. It's 2 this week, mate.
Yeah, Thursday.
6 o'clock tomorrow, part 3 of George Graham's years, and then I was going to do the Thursday early.
So I've got. I'll message you at Thursday. Yeah, because I've got. Yeah, because I'll message you about that.
Yeah. Sweet. I hear that. All right, go on, Kenny. I love you, mate. Take care, man.
Take care, Kenny. Big up, my friend. All the best, mate. Stay safe, man. Take care.
Right. Listen to this bullshit. On whether he feels he has the backing of the board this summer. Yeah, but that's not something new. I think they always back the team, the club, in the best possible way. And it's not going to be different this summer. We have been very smart with the decisions that we take. Oh, really? How did William work out? And Sterling, Sambi Lakonga, Fabio Vieira, Runnison, Ramsdale. We could go on and fucking on and on. Cool. We've been very smart. Obviously, we need players because the squad is really short. When it was short last year.
Yeah.
So now we've got to do double of the work because we didn't do it last year.
So basically it's a rebuild then, Mikel.
Yeah.
It's a retool. It's a retool.
We've been saying this, haven't we?
Yeah, exactly. And on top of that, losing 4 or 5 players at the end of their contracts and their loans are finished. So we need to be sharp, again, very disciplined in what we want to do to make sure that we are strong in the season.
Rightio.
On when our plans for the summer can be executed. The plan is done.
Yeah.
Okay, really? Can you explain more, Mikel?
Nobody asked that.
Nope, of course they won't. They just sit there, oh my God, they've already planned for the summer. It is the summer, you prat. The window opens on the 1st of June.
The plan is done, honestly.
And the time will be dictated by many parties, many circumstances that unfortunately we don't control. Yes, you do. Pay the money, get the player. Simple.
Just that easy.
It is literally that easy.
Now, what that is, Lee, sorry, it's the circumstances that he now don't control, which he did in previous years, and now he don't control because Berta controls it. So what he's saying there is he's got no control. That's what that says.
He said we said it. We talked about it on your show last night.
That's a fine.
He made the statement. Well, it's down to the people upstairs now to get the players in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's been taken out of the equation. He's put his wish list in to Berta and the board. He's been taken out of the equation because they don't trust him. And he's said it. He quoted it. It's now down to the people.
1 sec, I'll come back to that. Go on, keep going, Jez.
I'm repeating myself, but he said it that he's left. It's basically up to the boys upstairs to sort it out.
Yeah, the ones upstairs will do what they have to do.
Yeah.
Not one.
So now, if I don't get my striker and I don't get the left winger that all the fans keep saying that I want when really I don't, now everyone's going to blame the ones upstairs. And I get a free pass because I did my best, guys, with the unprecedented circumstances, guys. We just couldn't do what the guys upstairs, they just couldn't do it, guys.
Ligana,
fuck off.
Panel, Jez, JB, little did he know he sealed his fate with that right there, my friend.
Yeah.
That quote right there sealed his fake.
Oh yeah. Them upstairs are going. Hang on a minute.
Man said the ones upstairs. He never named names, did he? The ones upstairs. Normally he'd say, well, the honors, yeah, you know, Berta. He'd normally say Edu, because when Edu was there, Berta, yeah, Edu. Oh, everyone, we're a team, guys. We all decide together, guys.
The ones.
Yeah, he's finished, mate. He knows it, and that's why he's been so fucking rattled since Berta got announced. He has, walking out of press conferences, talking to journalists like fucking shit.
Yeah, he knows, mate. He knows. His days are numbered. His days
Seeing
are
20,000 fans walk out yesterday.
As Jez said earlier, they're just waiting for the collapse. They're just waiting for the results. I hope I'll tell you what, be interesting to see what our fixture list turns out to be in the summer. Our first 5 games. That'd be interesting.
Because you know what's going to happen, yeah? Because these teams are in the Club World Cup, aren't they? Yeah, Chelsea and Man City are in the Club World Cup. That would be interesting. Because we had such a hard start. You know, you play every team twice, mate.
Yeah.
You play them all twice. Doesn't matter when you play them twice. Yeah, if you're not prepared,
excuse. We've had to have time for our players to gel. We've had to have time for the players to gel. Not that I've been here for 6 years, and I'm now not a rookie manager.
Somebody in the chat the other day said that they've literally gone to university, got a degree, and he still ain't won nothing.
Hey, I thought about this. Do you realize we've had one World Cup, we're going to another World Cup?
We've been through COVID and sat in our fucking houses for 2 years.
And a Euro, by the way. And a Euro.
Oh, my.
2 Euros.
2 Euros. 2 World
Two
Cup.
Euros and a World Cup and one on the way.
And the Olympics.
And a pandemic.
Yeah. 6 FA Cups ago, we won that cup. 5 other teams have won it since we won it.
And I've been through 2 presidential elections.
How many prime ministers we've been through?
We've been through about fucking 4 of the fuckers, mate. We have Boris Johnson.
Gus Johnson.
And the Copa America. Yeah, shout out
Copa America. 2 Copa Americas.
2 Copas and a Gold Cup.
Fucking hell.
What do you think? Oh, it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, Sunak's now in charge. But Boris, we had fucking that bird. What's her name? She was there for about fucking 10 minutes. Yeah, she fucking couldn't. She buckled under the pressure and left. Yeah, 2 popes.
Yeah, Theresa May, Boris Johnson, then
Rishi Sunak.
Rishi Sunak, and now
we've got this fucking Keir Starmer. Yeah, 4 of the fuckers.
We've even had a new monarchy. We've even got a king since. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
And he's on his last legs as well, so we'll have another one by then.
Honestly, and what's he waffling on about? Oh, those upstairs. He is. It's true what Matty says. He signed his fate right there.
JB, if I was upper management and I heard that comment, I'd
be saying he's taking the piss.
Yeah, I'd just be sitting back there. Okay, all right, I hear you. All right.
Yeah.
We haven't even heard an interview from Berta yet. We haven't seen a sit-down interview with him yet, have we? Yeah. No. When Edu came to the club, straight away, bang, interview.
Was he on the pitch after Berta? Were they hugging, and was Berta there with all the celebrations after?
He was in the crowd. He was in the crowd last night.
Yeah, I don't know if he came down because Matty's feed cut off. Mine was still on, but I've just got pissed off with him.
It's not right, is it? It's not right. The chemistry's just not. You can tell, can't you? You know them people. Sorry, Jez, but you know those people that you work with. You know, we've all worked with them, and you sort of say good morning and say good afternoon, but you don't really get involved with them. You just score.
Hey, we've had five prime ministers. Liz Truss.
Yeah, that's it.
We've had fucking 5 prime ministers since this guy's been fucking manager.
2 presidential elections.
Hey, Lamine Yamal was 11 years old when he got the job. My mum's about to go to fucking high school.
Hey, Ronaldo's son is in the U15 World Cup or whatever.
Yeah. He won it. He won the trophy, didn't he?
She's won a trophy since the man been here.
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo's son has won a trophy since this manager's been manager, and he was in how old's Ronaldo's boy? Is 16 and he 15?
14.
Oh yeah, maybe he's even younger. Yeah. Fucking hell, this is crazy. Yeah, he was in primary school. Kabasi was in primary school as well. This is crazy. He's 15.
Ethan.
Yeah. Cluj have done a 5-peat. Chelsea have had 2 different owners. Like, this is crazy.
Paris FC is back in Ligue 1.
NBC panned De Berta and he was on his phone in the stands. Yeah, we see that. Not paying attention to celebrating. We see that, mate, didn't we?
Yeah, I told you. I said, look at him. There he is.
Yeah, he's probably ordering his Chinese or something.
Right, man says Sam Smith was just gay last time and won a trophy, I think. This chat's fucking wild. Yeah, Lily Phillips might have been a virgin.
You know, I'll let y'all in. Last night when we got off last night. What did you tell me? You said, Matt, they already know who they want to hire. It's just a matter.
Yeah. I said that to you, didn't I? Yeah. They already know who they want next manager. They already know who they want because this Berta guy, yeah, like, he's worked with Simeone, and he's notoriously hard work. Yeah, but Simeone wins. I know he hasn't for 4 years, and he should have been sacked 2 years ago. Yeah, but at the same time, he's won at multiple clubs in different countries. Yeah, and this season he's been awful. Yeah, he should be sacked, but he's like the Wenger of Atleti, isn't he? He's their Wenger, so the fans are going to keep him there to a certain degree. Yeah, but I think he could be our next manager.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit if we got Simeone. If we go down this route of getting somebody like Cesc or Jack Wilshere or...
don't.
Nah. We can't be having that. No, listen, I think Cesc is going to turn out to be a good coach. I really do.
Yeah,
but don't want him. Don't want another ex-player at this football club as manager. Never.
No.
It's done.
I can see Cesc going to Spain.
Well, apparently he's part owner or something, or got shares in Como, because Leverkusen want him, and apparently he ain't going. So apparently he's like, because Dennis Wise is there, isn't he? Dennis Wise is fucking. Who's the other one? It's Dennis Wise. Who's the other one that was there? I watched a fucking documentary on it or some video on it the other week. Cesc, Dennis Wise, and somebody else. Yeah, and they all invested in Como.
TT.
Fucking Liverpool scored already. Fucking hell. Yeah, Thierry Henry.
Hello.
Yo, Thierry Henry's got shares in fucking Como. Wow. I never knew.
Wow.
I actually never knew that. That's crazy. That is actually mad. Genuinely didn't know. Yeah, he is learning this trade the right way. He is.
Be done the exact way he's doing it. It's the exact same way he's supposed to be doing it.
And he should stay there. And he can actually help Conte win the league on Friday. I'm going to do a watch along for both of the games on Friday night.
Oh, so it's Friday night they play. They play the game.
Can't go to a playoff anymore either.
Well, yeah, I can.
Mate, look at the drama we was watching before we went live last night.
You saw Conte.
Conte was trying to weigh in the guy that holds up the ball, Jez. You know the guy, Jez, do you know the geezer that holds up the ball, Jez, when he added time? Yeah, Conte was trying to punch him up.
Nice.
The Lukaku and all the coaches were dragging him back. It's like
the time on the clock. They gave him a red card.
Sweet red, see you later. Then they gave him a penalty and overturned it for a fucking foul that weren't a foul. Yeah, and then at the end of the game, he's gone on the pitch. He's giving it all of that. Fucking come on. They're away at that away end looked lit as well. Yeah, their fans smoke bomb was going off. They were away from home. Yeah, mate, they're at home. Last game of the season. All they need, they just got to match fucking Inter's result. And Inter are away to Como. Yeah, I reckon he's going to win it. Yeah. There ain't no way he's bottling that on the last day. I'll be shocked if he bottles that.
Spurs shouldn't have got rid of him.
No, they were fourth when they sacked him.
Should have got rid of him.
I told y'all he's assembled.
Everything he was saying, he was right.
He assembled that team at Napoli to take the piss out of top. Because look at this. I'm for the win with cast-offs.
Yeah, Philip Billing, Lukaku, Scott McTominay, Billy Gilmore. He's gone, yo, come on. Yeah, we're going to show this fucking Spurs twat what it's all about. Like, Daniel Levy must be sitting there, yeah, and he's going to sit there on Wednesday, watch his team get pammed by Man United. And then he's going to sit there on Friday and watch Conte win a fucking title. He must be seething. Well, actually saying that, he's got fucking shit ton of fucking money coming in either way, innit? He don't care.
How has Spurs got to a final with all their injuries they've had this season?
Yeah, they've had about 25 different injuries.
They've had loads.
Bring it up, JB. I that a couple weeks ago. I said, for all this talk, the injuries that Spurs had, you know, and nobody brings that up. I said, look where they at. They still made it, you know.
Yeah.
That comment right there. If Conte bottles it at home, I doubt he's leaving alive. Yeah, them Naples fans, Napoli fans are fucking crazy.
He'll get over the line, man.
Oh, he's definitely getting over the line.
Yeah,
100%. Do you know what he's got? He's got that fucking bit between his teeth where he's like, you know, prime Jose, when he fucking went and done Barcelona, when he did the treble with Inter, he's running on the pitch, giving it all of that full time. It's like, yeah, I'm going to fucking tell you. I'm going to show you.
Arsenal. When he went to Tottenham, I was gutted. I wanted him at Arsenal.
Same. But there's been loads of managers like that. I would have took Jose, before he went Roma. Yeah, before he went to Tottenham. I wanted Ancelotti when Arsenal went. Yeah, and when Emery went.
I wanted Klopp when he went to Liverpool.
Yeah, we could have had Pep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have had fucking hell, Brighton all over this time. We could have had so many different managers. Yeah, Said's going Bilbao. I might have to go Bilbao just to wind him up. it's about 10, 12 hours from me. It's right at the fucking north.
Meet him in the car park.
Yeah, that's what I text him. I said, yeah.
I've got a funny feeling, though, mate. I've got a deep root. The way this season's gone with Palace winning the FA Cup, Liverpool winning the Premiership in his first season, I've just got a funny feeling Spurs are going to upset the apple cart. I really have. Because Man United are poor. They are really fucking poor. I know Spurs are, but Man United are really... Their players don't even want to be there.
Yeah, but you know, they get over the line, though, DJ. They've got Casemiro. He's never lost a final, European final, 7 out of 7.
Yeah, I don't know. I just got this feeling.
Bruno, he turns up when it matters, doesn't he, that fucker?
Yeah, I've just got this horrible feeling that Spurs might just do it, you know. I really have.
Well, our fans will be on the parade with them.
Oh, don't, man.
North London together and that.
I wonder how many of them Arsenal fans that were wearing the Tottenham shirts last season will,
Yeah. Oh, God, here we go.
Get your super chats in.
Yeah, get your super chats in, guys. No, fucking jokers. We have to be shameless. Yeah, let's see if you live stream the fucking parade, mate. Can you imagine if they win it, though?
Oh, no, don't.
That'd be a big fuck off, wouldn't it?
Don't.
And I think he'll leave. I think he'll quit. If he don't win it, he's getting sacked. If he wins it, he might still get sacked, to be fair. But I think if he wins it, he'll jack. I think he'll quit. I think he'll just go, yeah, fuck you. See you later. But I don't know, man. I just think Man United, they've got too many players that have got over the line with Man United. Tottenham ain't got any players that have got over the line with Tottenham.
How sick would that be to sit here and watch them win a European trophy?
No,
that would put the icing on the cake for me. I mean, this season's been one of the worst I can remember. That would really top it off if Spurs win. That'd be it. It will go down as the worst season ever.
And then we've got to watch Chelsea next week.
Yeah, but I'm used to Chelsea winning.
I think what you call it beat them, Lee.
Yeah, I'm used to
Chelsea. I think Betis will as well. Betis.
What we saw yesterday's Betis that was 4-0.
They're not that good.
Oh man, that 4-0 goal. Oh my fucking god. Lo Celso and 4-0. Oh my days, that goal was crazy. That goal was fucking insane. Honestly, when does Odegaard ever do that? What Lo Celso did?
I ain't doing that, man.
This is ex-Spurs. Lo Celso.
Yeah, Chelsea haven't been that good, but then their fans will tell you that they've not been that good, really, Chelsea.
And if he loses that, he should be sacked.
Yeah.
Let's be real with it. They should be sacked. He should be sacked. Yeah, they probably will. They've got fucking more they've got more ambition than we have. And people take the piss out of them and say they spent all this money and they fucking look at the state of their squad and all of this and that. Yeah, which is all well and good, but at the same time,
Bowley ain't the Cronkies, mate. Bowley would sack him if he don't turn up Trump soon. 100%.
Yeah, man. Right, listen, I'm gonna wrap anyway.
Yeah.
Go on, Jez, shout your channel out and then I'll wrap up with the lads and then get on this watch along that I'm late for.
So
Brighton are all over this lot. Boy, nearly. Go on, Jez.
It's Arsenal history and more. About to change shortly to another name. Jez is Arsenal, but tomorrow night 6 o'clock with DJ and Kenny, part 3 of the George Graham years, and then proposed on Thursday night 6 o'clock. Our greatest players we watched, we grew up with, but none of them will be Arsenal. Not one of them.
I may be late to that because I'm on with Rants at 5 o'clock.
Some great players to talk about, man. Oh,
Yeah, but
man.
I'll jump in if you're still live. But I
Sorry.
can't. I normally do about 2 hours on this channel,
Yeah, no.
so
worries, man.
about 7. But if you're still live, 7, I'll jump in. Send me the link.
Cool.
Yeah, send me the link and I'll talk to him anyway. I'll speak to him anyway. The same way, but I can only do an hour or so.
What's good for you? What's good for you, mate?
What's wrong with the zone, man? It keeps fucking buffering. DJ,
what's good for you on Thursday? What time?
Yeah, I can do. What have we got Thursday? No, I can do 6 Thursday. Yeah.
Or do you want to do it later, a bit later, like 7?
Yeah. Got nothing on at the moment. 7 o'clock's fine.
All right, we do it at 7 then.
No problem. Yeah.
Right, boys. I've got to bounce because I'm going to get
nice one, Jezza.
Yes,
Take
brother.
care, buddy. I might see if you jump on Aaron's. I'm on Aaron's at 9:30, doing our Monday and their usual comedy.
Dressing
set.
everyone up, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be dressing people's up on that. And then sub to the Arsenal Huddle, which is my new channel. And
Yeah, good show last night.
I've got a lot. Yeah, you know. So yeah, that's it. Unless I'm invited to any more streams. Yeah. That's it. Oh, I'm on with Jez obviously tomorrow, as he's just mentioned, and on with Jez on Thursday, and I'm doing something with Kenny on my channel on Friday. So, big up everyone, and get subbing to this guy. These guys get subbing. Come on.
Yeah, come on, guys. I've got 2 super chats to read out, and I want to play this clip real quick, yeah, because you need to, when you do the show with Aaron, where you do the Jez bounce, mate. Go and eat your dinner, mate.
Right, big up, Matty.
Love you, mate. Take care, brother.
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow night, mate. See you later, mate. Take
So
care.
I'll play
Jez.
this short little clip, yeah. So
Matty, if you're around on the Thursday, you're more than welcome to join, as always. I'll leave it up to you if you're about, buddy. But anyway, gentlemen,
Yep.
love it as always. I'll take you out of here and see you later. Take care.
Top
Big up,
man,
Jez.
Jez. Love, brother.
And the green screen's looking superb, mate.
DiMatteo, mate.
All right, fucking hell, what's happened here? Jesus Christ. Right, watch this, guys. I know you 2 have seen this anyway, but the chap might not have. This is fucking hilarious. So when you're doing your show and you're dressing everyone, you're doing all the merch and all that, yeah? Yeah. Make sure you include this from now on.
Hello, I am Mikel Arteta, and this is the only bottle we'll be lifting this season. It is called the Bottled It Again water bottle, inspired by
Send it.
240
I've got a video.
and finishing with absolutely fuck all. You want to stay hydrated while your team evaporates under pressure? This is for you. You want to sip on something while watching your Champions League dreams diverse Spurs after 4 minutes? This is for you. That is my face on the bottle. The same face I made when we lost to fucking West Ham at home in April.
Bro, this is world class.
Whoever made that is a fucking genius.
It's like some day would do.
Genius. I'll tell you, send that. Oh man.
Right, anyone who's not
Yeah,
seen it, who's here, who's just listening or driving or whatever, pull over, don't crash the car, and just watch,
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
And I'll play it one more time. We'll get the super chats and we're wrapping up because I'm 20 late for this fucking watch along.
Hello, I am Mikel Arteta, and this is the only bottle we'll be lifting this season. It is called the Bottled It Again water bottle, inspired by our heroic tradition of going top of the league for 247 days and finishing with absolutely fuck all. You want to stay hydrated while your team evaporates under pressure? This is for you. You want to sip on something while watching your Champions League dreams diverse Spurs after 4 minutes? This is for you. That is my face on the bottle. The same face I made when we lost to fucking West Ham at home in April.
The way they zoom out. Oh man, whoever made that is a fucking joker. That's funny, man. I can't. Yeah, if you want to sip on something like you.
That is quality.
Fucking time some fabric.
I don't know why they threw him out the way we win at West Ham.
Yes, this is my face on the bottom, the same face I made when we fucked.
That's what I mean. People talk about like our record over the top 6. Look at a fucking record against like Bournemouths and West Hams and Villas and
Brightons and Villas and that. Yeah, Fulhams.
Yeah. How about them records? Oh.
Crazy, fucking crazy. Right, 2 super chats and we're going. Big up Matthias. After their worst season in 13 years, buying Sack Tuchel, then brought Elise, extending Musiala, win the title, and now will buy Wirtz, elite mentality. They also brought Paulinho, didn't they? Or was that the year before? I think that was the year before, wasn't it? Yeah, what's the year? They bought Ito, who's been out injured all season, and they bought Elise. Yeah, that's right. Spot on, mate. Yeah, facts.
Sake, man.
Yeah, absolute facts. Liverpool got a chance here. Slap it. So, I was about to say 2-0. He put it wide. How the fuck have you missed that, mate? Conor Bradley should have buried that. 2025-26 weather predictions. You were in my chat yesterday asking me fucking predictions for the league. You're fucking crazy, brother. Congrats on getting the participation trophy. Big up to you, brother.
Yeah.
Big up to you, my guy. GDJ Madrid. It's going to redirect to my other channel. Matty, what are you coming up, man?
I have got Friday. I'm gonna come join you if it's okay. We can watch.
Yeah. For the 2 games, the last 2 games of CR, that's going to be a fool, man. Trust me, that's going to be crazy.
That, and then of course the game this weekend, and then I'm going to have a end of year 4,000 subscribers celebration.
Yeah, get me on that, man. Get me on that.
We'll have a celebration show next week. I just nailed down the I'm just waiting to see if how my schedule falls next week, but I'm thinking Wednesday next week is when it's going to be. So, but I'll let everybody know.
Oh, cool, man.
We'll be there.
Yeah, come on. DJ has got a channel, so make sure you sub to him. How far off 1,000 subs are you?
Oh, quite a few, man. Quite a few. I've only just started.
We'll get you
quite a few. You didn't even tell me you were going live.
Yeah, he's at 500 like less than a week.
I'm sure I'll put it out there. I'm sure I'll put it out there. Listen,
I didn't even know you had a bloody channel. I didn't even know you had a channel.
I'm going around. I've had Jezza on. I've had Aaron on. I've got Kenny Ken on Friday, and then
bedding himself in, lads, one at a time.
And then I'm going to get you two on my main G's on. Don't worry, it's all in the pipeline.
He's in the kitchen cooking. Like
he's cooking. Let me get his channel link. You didn't even. I didn't even know you were going live, and I was going live at the same time on the emergency meeting. I didn't even know. Otherwise, I would have jumped on.
Can't compete with UGs, man. Come on.
No, you can. Come on, shut up.
No way, man.
You can. See, this is the thing. Yeah, this is like I used to watch other and go. Oh, I can't go live at that time because this person's on.
No, don't worry.
Yeah, just go live when you go live.
Yeah, no, I can only get. I'm a bit like Matty. I'm very busy, so I can only. I have to sort of schedule when I've got time because I get invited on streams as well, which I love doing, and I don't want that to stop. So at the moment, it's just a hobby, man. I'm just putting my toe in the water and just seeing how it all goes, and I appreciate everything, man. I'm blessed. I'm loving it.
Did the blue sharks bite your toes off, or? Oh no, sorry, it was the red liver bird this time. Sorry, my bad. Well, DJB is on 556 subs. That needs to hit 750 real quick. There's enough for you in there. The link's in the chat.
Come on, guys.
So make sure you sub to his channel right now. And I'm going live right now as well. Matty, next Wednesday, by the way, the 28th, Real Betis play Chelsea.
No, so it won't be Wednesday because I'll be watching that probably with you. So
yeah, Matty, jump on for these finals, man. Champions League final, everything. I'll be on the other channel. Arsenal women are in the Champions League final this Saturday. If you want to jump, because I'm doing that on here.
Yeah,
if you want to, if you're free, jump on. If you're not, you're not.
Yeah.
And we get to watch Barcelona.
What's the games on Friday? Am I missing something?
Yeah, the Serie A.
Last day of Serie A.
Last day of Serie A. Okay.
Yeah, last day of Serie A. Yeah, and it's like Como versus Inter, Napoli versus Cagliari.
Yeah, do you know what? If I'm free, I might come and join you and have because it'd be a pleasure to get your knowledge on a lot of the on that stuff.
Hey, don't forget you also got a relegation battle because Parma's going to be fighting the
Yeah.
Oh my God! What a cross! Right in the fucking.
No, big up everyone. Thanks for the chat and stuff.
Now, bless up to everyone. It's going to raid the other channel, Lee Raid. I'm 26 minutes late, but nobody cares. We had a great chat. Bless up to all of you guys. I'll be back again tomorrow with rants. It's going to be unbearable because his team are in a final on Wednesday. So it is what it is. And yeah, man, we're out.
Yeah, big up, guys.
We are out. Laters. Let me get that clip.
Roberto didn't say it.
There it is. There we go.